Dear business entrepreneurs, MSME, let us deliberate the PF registration today. Why MSME are slapped with notice for PF registration? How does department target MSME? EPF has been issuing notices left, right, and center, leveraging data from core departments such as ESI, income tax, and PT, as well as shops and establishment. They are finding creative and novel ways to slap notices and fines. Ambiguity in law and various interpretations of the law has also led to many companies being fined. But one thing is clear, it is mandatory for every establishment and all legal entities to provide and comply with PF when employee count exceeds 20. During inspection of notice, they check error in employee inclusion. From the perspective of EPF, employee count is the addition of employees on the payroll of the company plus contract employees including your housekeeping, security and manpower plus directors drawing salary. By relying completely on the employees on payroll, management may be of the view that they did not register for PF, but this may be far from the truth. Let us give one example. In January 2018, a company by name ABC had 5 employees on payroll, 12 contract workers and 4 directors drawing salary. Even though the employee on payroll count was only 5, the company has to register for PF because the total of payroll employees plus contract employees plus director drawing salary equals 21. Fluctuation in employee count, changing business environments makes the fluctuating employee counts. Some months may be dull and we reduce our contract employee while others may be busy and increase that count. During such fluctuations, even for a single day, the total employee count exceeds 20 as prescribed by EPF, then the legal entity has to mandatorily register for PF. Example, on January 2018, a legal company ABC had 5 employees on payroll, 12 contract workers and 4 directors drawing salary, totaling to employee count to 21. As a law-abiding legal entity, ABC registers for PF and starts paying PF towards its employee. A few days later, on 15th January 2018, ABC downsized to 3 employees on rolls, 10 contract workers and 4 directors drawing salary, the employee strength totaling to 70. Even though the employee count has dropped below the threshold limit of 20, then too ABC has to pay PF. This is because once you start filing for PF and registered and covered under PF, you have to pay towards it perpetually till the legal entity exists. Your obligation does not end if the count drops below the threshold limit. Let us talk on foreign employee count. If you have even one foreign employee, you have to mandatorily register for PF regardless of the total number of employees. That means even if there are 6 employees enrolled and 1 foreign employee, the PF registration becomes mandatory because of the act prescribing so, even though the total number is less than the threshold limit of 20. More often than not, companies make errors in employee count and usually get caught when the officer comes for inspection. For the last 7 years of the company's existence, if the officers find that the employee count exceeds 20, even for a single day, the officer can slap a backdated coverage with fines and penalty. So be sure to keep an eye on your employee counts all the time. PF also runs behind 7 years to even 12 years as the law is not very well defined. We are giving you a bonus tip one for today. Inconsistent employee number. EPF officers have started matching employee attendance registers of both the contract workers as well as on-roll employees with professional tax data or shops and establishment disclosures. Sometimes they further probe by taking a view of your balance sheet, salary statement, attendance register, professional tax registration copy, and professional tax returns, shops and establishment registration copy. Any difference between the employee number declared in any of the above documents and that on record with EPF may lead to fines and backdated coverages. Ask your accountant to get them fixed immediately. Better safe than sorry. You can always reach Money Talks on 98450 68263 or as@moneytalks.com for further clarification and help to get regular updates on accounting, compliances and taxation. Subscribe to our channel and leave a comment if this was useful to you.